So, new year, new me, right? But is it really? Who are you? What are you doing? What is the art that you're creating? What is the value that you're giving to your customers? Let's talk about branding. There's this famous quote by Jeff Bezos who just brilliantly puts in, "You are what people say about you behind closed doors," or something along those lines. What you need to understand about branding is you can't accurately measure branding. What you think branding is, which is logo, your web design, the way you present yourself around social media and just generally in life. This is just how you manifest that brand and communicate that brand towards other people. What branding really is what Bezos said. It's what people actually say about you after meeting you, after having business with you, after doing things with you. What is the impression that you're leaving? What is that number one thing that distinguishes you from the others? And let me tell you, it is not your price point. If you want to know anything about pricing, here's my pricing guide on how to correctly price your photography. What is the brand? Well, the brand in very simple way. How can I explain what brand is? Very simple. Brand are the core values and features that distinguish you from the other. It's basically like having your own personality, character, your own persona, and everybody knows this is you. When I'm talking about Riz, I'm talking about this Riz because I'm describing her in A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's exactly what you need to do to your business. You need to create a personality that will be easily recognizable by your customers. Easily recognizable to get referrals as well because, well, let me break it down to you. However you think about yourself, it's not going to be your brand. If you're lucky enough, that's going to be your brand. And if you want the biggest example of what branding really is and what it means, just think about Coca-Cola. Just picture Coca-Cola right now. What do you see? You see a picture, a group of people just having fun, being happy, just hanging out with each other. Probably just Coke is somewhere around. This is what their core value is as a brand. They're not selling drinking their drink. They are selling joy and happy moments. They're doing that through their logos, through their visual branding. They're doing that through marketing, public relations, and so on and so on. So there's this whole machinery of things that are happening after you set your brand. But it takes a long time to establish a brand. It will be the same with your photography. When you start as a photographer, well, you just take photos. But then a few years later, you will have a brand. Like, think about Peter McKinnon, right?
Hello, right? Baby. Come to me.
When he started, he was just another photographer like any one of us. Now he has a brand. And what you are thinking about Peter, it's what his brand is all about. What I think about Peter is, again, joy, happiness, inspiration, motivation, and just lots of freaking badass. And this is what he personally is, or at least what he appears to be in my mind. And this is how his brand is tangled to his own personality. Because when it comes to photography, a lot of this is your personal branding. I think I would be the best example to describe that. A lot of people give me a feedback of how they see me, and they see me as inspirational, motivational. They see me again as this badass person who is quirky and fun and always get the job done. No matter what, I always get the job done. And this is also what became my brand long time ago, because it's not just what is happening now. I'm trying to communicate that into my photography. However, I've been known by those features for a really long time, probably like 10 years already, through my work as a social media manager, my work as a model, influencer, and so on and so on. And now I'm putting that into my photography because this is just another thing that I'm adding to my portfolio and something that I'll be continuing to do my whole life. This is what people talk about me, and this is my brand. So I am lucky enough that I know who I am, and I can clearly communicate that through my actions, through my own personality, because what people see is backed up by what I'm doing and how I'm doing this. Okay, but not to confuse you too much, let's actually go back to the beginning. Branding is all about creating that reputation for your company, for your business, for your art. Branding is what helps people to distinguish you from other creators. And it is done by USP, unique selling point. USP is essentially that one feature that is different from everybody else. Because if you think about it, when it comes to branding and that unique selling, when you have Hilton and Marriott, right? And I worked for Hilton, so I know. That's basically similar level of experience when you come to the hotel to have your rest. And now tell me, which one are you gonna choose? Because similar to the photography, people these days, they just tend to filter by price and they decide on price, yeah? Well, not really. Price is a big factor. Of course it is. Trying to say that it isn't would be a understatement and a lie. Price is a factor. However, what actually sells is the brand. Why some people will choose the same night in a hotel for the same price at Hilton but not in Marriott? Because of the branding, because of what Hilton brings to the table when it comes to their core values. And this is the same thing for unique selling point when it comes to your photography. What is that one thing that elevates your work among the others? That is not a price. Maybe it's a certain style. Maybe it's a certain turnaround, so you're able to do it really fast. Or maybe it's the certain type of work, like you specialize, I don't know, in dog photography. What is that one thing that nobody else has that is unique to you? Think about it, because this is essential in getting your clients. What makes you unique? That's the first thing that you have to think about when communicate that to your audience, to your potential clients. It is what will make you a sell when you're pitching. Before you even go to advertise your business, you need to understand that advertising is just a tool that communicates your brand. So getting to know who you are and what is your unique selling point is the key to start getting clients. So this is what you need to be doing, because the biggest part of branding is that it helps to bring and increase value of your business. Branding generates new customers, and this is all we want as photographers. We want not only the clients that come back to us, but also those clients to recommend us to other people. The only way to do that is by being consistent in your branding, but being consistent in who you are and what your unique selling point is. Because once you do a great job for one customer, that customer will likely to come back and likely to refer you to other people that might need photography services. Branding also helps to establish trust in the whole market. So if people clearly communicate what they can do for other people, the whole photography sector benefits from it, because people who are coming to you because they really like your branding, your message, your who you are, your personality, what you deliver, how you deliver it, and they love your art, and they come and they got exactly what they've expected. This builds trust into the industry, and they will be more likely to go search for photographers, whether it's you or somebody else, but they will already have that positive feedback from the industry, like, okay, so I wanted that, I've looked for it, I got that, and now I'm happy. And it's, again, we're walking each other's home, so we're all winning if every single one of us would have a clear branding and being able to deliver that through their work. Your brand is what attracts people to you. You are listening to this video for a reason. Because you know I will inspire you, I will motivate you, and you know that I will deliver those important things that you need to your own growth. And you know that. So this is why you're here. Because my branding attracts you. So this is something that you need to be doing for yourself too. Whether it's attracting a community of photographers, community of models, community of customers. This, your branding, is what makes people come back for more. How to build a successful brand? Well, first of all, do your research within what you want to do, what kind of photography you want to be doing, who are you as a person. Research how much time do you have to deliver all those things that you want to be doing, and what do you need to actually deliver that on a good quality and consistent basis, so you understand your own abilities to deliver anything that you set your mind to your clients. Second thing is, you need to think about yourself, you as your personality, you as a brand, and understand how can you transform it into your business. If you're an introvert, it will be a different story of how you will be communicating than when you're an extrovert. For example, like the simplest way of saying this, but you need to understand who you are and how you work, so when people are meeting you, they know what to expect from you, and then you'll be able to clearly communicate that into your overall brand. Next step, when you understand all of that, so basically when you understand the within you and outside of you, then you need to actually choose your business name. You know, a lot of photographers, they want some kind of a funky handle, Sam Bearing East. But it took Sam a lot of time to get to that point, and he understood what his brand is, where is he going with that, and then he put his name as Bearing East. And I think it's a fantastic choice for him, because I know him personally, and I also know his business and what he delivers and how he delivers it, where is he going with this business. This name really resonates with how he communicates his brand and what his core values are as a brand. And I remember when he was just Sam East, but now the Bearing East, this is a brand that you really want to go for. So, well done, Sam! I'm so proud of you. So yeah, follow this because this is a great example from our own community around Bristol of how you can make it happen. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight, and you need to really think about what you're doing. What is the next step would be, a lot of brands do this. You don't have to, photographers don't have to, but even if you think about Peter McKinnon, what's up everybody? Okay, I can't do that, but see, I'm not Peter McKinnon, I cannot do what's up, what's up. But he does it, and this is kind of like his jingle, his slogan, like it's immediately recognized. I don't think I have one yet, maybe it will come up at some point. However, I do use a slogan on my website and soon on my other socials, and it says, "Your story matters." Because my whole branding is about you, not about me, it's about you. And this is what I'm communicating in my photography. It's about my customers. So your story matters is my brand slogan, and I'll be communicating that way more from now on, pursuing a type of work that I have in mind for this year. So watch out this space. And last thing would be choosing the look. Obviously for photographers it's a bit different because initially your look is the way your photography is styled, your preference, your choices based on me. I have a very dark style. I like dark pictures. I shoot underexposed. So my whole branding on my website it's all black because that's how I communicate. And everything that I do online is also based in the color of black. Also, color psychology, this is something that I will definitely talk to you about in my next video. But this, like, colors that you're gonna pick for your brand also matters. This is a really exciting process. Okay, but going back, again, Sam, he has a very mysterious type of colors in his brand, and this is what it took him a while to get there, but eventually he did, and this is his whole branding, and his personal style of photography became his branding, and this is what he's known for. This is what people really like in his photography, and those are the type of clients that he's attracting, people that really like his style. So think about how you shoot, and don't be afraid of experimenting, because your style will change and your brand can change as well. So it's not like it's said once and that's it. Like, you can rebrand yourself as well. So think about color wise how you're gonna even design your website, how this is in line with your work and your style, and how it's best to present what you're doing based on the color schemes that you're using. Logo, yes, a lot of photographers also have logos. They were very popular back in the days, not so much anymore. I do have a logo itself, and it is let's put it as a signature. I like it. I don't have any other logo, like more graphic visual, just because my brand is my name. So maybe it will change, like Sam, at some point. I definitely have some ideas about that too. So we'll see. When it comes to your logo is not your branding. Your logo is just an indication of your brand, a graphic visualization of your brand that would, for example, distinguish me from Sam. But that's it. You can't really measure the impact of someone's logo on your sales, because the sales are impacted by your branding, not the logo. Okay, remember that. And then when you do all of that and you know what your brand is, you can clearly start communicating that to your audience. And it can be done through various ways, from advertising, PR, and so on and so on. And this is something that I will cover through my next videos. But start from branding. Start from your core values. Who are you? What is your work about? What are you doing as a photographer? What is your unique selling point? What are you bringing to the table that no one else does? And start putting those into words, into a bigger story, and start selling your brand by those words. Enjoy.